In this video topic, again we'll discuss a very amazing concept of this course, and that is about MySQL functions. Let's go back to editor. So far inside this complete course, we have discussed lots of amazing ideas, lots of amazing concepts which really helpful to complete the concept of MySQL Stored Procedure. Now in this case, we'll discuss the concept of MySQL functions. So first thing first, what is a function? So functions are just like a set of code. By the help of that, we can complete a specific functionality. For example, if I want to calculate the length of a string value, so in that case, we have to use the concept of length function. Already we had discussed multiple times inside last videos. If I want to join multiple strings into a single string value, I have to use the concept of concat function. So to understand some basic ideas of MySQL functions, let's go back to browser. Then I'll go into the SQL tab. So here, if suppose we have some string value, let's say set string value, let's say name value, and here I have my name here, and I want to calculate the name of like the length of this name value. So simply select, then I will use length function and I will pass this name variable, put a semicolon. So once we pass here, click on this go button, and now we can see that it has returned the length of that name value. Again, click on this SQL tab. For example, if I want to join multiple service string values into a single string value, so inside that case, for example, let's say set or simply select keyword concat function, and here this is first name, this is last name, and I want to separate these two keywords like these two words with a space here. So as we can see that now here we are concatenating three different values by using this concat function. Put a semicolon, click on this go button, and now we can see that it has returned a complete value. Now let's click on this SQL tab. Now next, let's use some more functions. So for example, if I want to convert the lower string value into uppercase, so inside that case, let's just select, then I will use upper as a function, upper, and inside this simply we have to pass a lowercase value. So let's say lowercase value as, let's say, uppercase, semicolon. Now if I go click on this go button, and now we can see that the string value what we have passed inside this function now converted into uppercase. So it means that inside MySQL we have multiple options, multiple functions available to do any specific task. Even if I want to get the current timestamp value of this MySQL server, we can use the concept of now function. If I go into the SQL tab, so to get the current date and time value inside MySQL, simply we have to use select and now function. Now, in some cases, if suppose we have some number like -1 to 3, if I want to convert into positive value, simply we have to use ABS function, put a semicolon, click on this go button, and now we can see that -123 is now converted into an absolute value. Now successfully we can see that inside MySQL there are several functions available. By the help of that we can complete each specific task. Now the question is, in case if I need to create my own custom function inside MySQL, is there any option available to create that? So yes friends, we have create function, a statement command. By the help of that we can create our own custom functions inside MySQL. So how to create our custom functions? So simply let's open the SQL tab into new tab. So as we know that inside this MySQL Stored Procedure course, while creating our stored procedure, we have used create procedure command. Now in this case, to create a function, we have to use the concept called create function. So simply the pattern of code will remain same. So delimiter, dollar, then here create keyword, create keyword. So instead of procedure, we have to pass function, then we have to pass the function name. So for example, let's say that I want to create a custom MySQL function which basically returns the square of a number. So here, let's say number square, And now next, after this function name, let's pass a parameter because by the help of that parameter, this function will return the square of that. So inside parenthesis, the syntax will be something called the parameter name. So let's call it as number and the data type of that number will be an integer. And after this line, also we have to make sure that what basically the data type this function will return. So as we know that whenever inside this function, for example, if I pass number 2, which is an integer type, so int returns square of that number 2 is equals to 4, which is also an integer type. So here also we have to mention the return type of this function. So for that, returns keyword and int keyword. So int is a type of data type. Now here, then after that, same set of code called begin and block delimiter and delimiter semicolon. Then we have to go inside this begin and end block. So as you know that by the help of this custom function, simply we want to return the square of that number. So by using return keyword, here we have the number asterisk, which means that multiplication, and here we have the number. So successful. Now this is the overall concept of this first user defined MySQL function. So I will copy the function name. Let's go click on this go button. As we can see, function created. If I go and open this SQL tab into new tab, and here let's just set, let's say number equals to 100, and the process to call that function simply here like select. Then after that, this is our function name, remember, and inside this function, I am passing our number, and let's say as multiplication of 100. Put a semicolon. Now this is our function what we had created, and this is the number as an argument we are passing inside this MySQL function. Click on this go button. Now here we can see 100 into 100, that is equals to 10,000. So successfully, now this is the very basic idea that how to create a custom function inside MySQL. Now let's create one more example. So in this example, simply we'll create one more function, custom function inside MySQL. So whenever if I try to pass any value inside that function, simply it will return the reverse of that value. Now to create this function, let's open SQL tab into new tab, and here the same set of code we have to write here. So let's say delimiter dollar sign, then here create keyword, function keyword, and let's say reverse of string value. Now in this function simply we'll pass any string value and this function will return the reverse of that value. Now here we'll accept an argument that is of a string type. So here let's say any string, something like the name of that variable, and here it is a type of varchar. Let's say 120 characters will be in length, and here the return type of this function, so let's returns keyword. So it also returns the reverse of that value, which is a type of string value. So here let's say varchar, and let's say 120 in length. Now then after that, here we will have the begin keyword and keyword dollar, then delimiter, and then semicolon. Then I will go into this begin and end block. So first I will create some basic variables. So let's say declare keyword, and here let's say reverse string value, and it is a type of varchar. Let's say 120 characters in length, and the default value will be equals to an empty value. Then here let's say declare one more variable. Let's say counter, which is a type of int, and default value equals to 1. Now let's create one more variable that is declare. It will be something that the string length, it is a type of int, and here what the string we are passing inside this function, simply it will calculate the length of this string value and store into it. So declare a string length int, and the default value is equals to length function of MySQL, and here is the string value. Now next after this what I will do, I'll use the concept of while loop. So while, let's use counter, less than equals to, and here the string length, let's use do keyword, and then here let's say and while. Then I will go into this while and while, and here what I will do, let's say set, I will copy reverse string value, then I will use concat function, and inside this concat function, first I will use one more MySQL function that is called substring, and inside this substring, this is our initial value called any string, just copy, put it here, then let's say counter, counter, and 1. And after getting the first value, we have to store inside this string value. So let's copy and put it here. Now here, this line of code simply means that let's copy, go to VS Code, put it here. So for example, if I take inside any string, let's say equals to hello. Now in this case, whenever the counter value is equals to 1, so inside that case, here it will be substring hello and 1 1. So in this case, if I will go, let's copy, put here. So let's replace this hello here. Now in this case, it will return capital H. Now this capital H will be stored inside this reverse string. So here will be the final output in the first step. Now inside second step, if I copy, let's put here, again we'll have the same value, but this time counter equals to 2. Now this time it will return this E character. Now here E character. Now what basically it will return? So it is returning the E value. Now this E is concatenating with this reverse string, and this reverse string is containing H value. So in this case it will become E and capital H. Now inside third case, if I go, let's copy, put here. So whenever the counter value will be equals to 3, so in this case it will return small l, and here the value will be l will concatenate with this eh. Now we can see that here it is some kind of reverse of this string value. So let's go back to browser. Now here let's say set, then I will go and increment this counter. So counter equals to counter plus 1. Now successfully, here we have the complete logic of this MySQL function. And now next after this while and while, let's copy this reverse string value and simply by using this return call and put it here. Now successfully, this is our entire logical body concept of this MySQL function. So let's copy this function name. Then I will go here, click on this go button, and okay, here we have some error, but I hope that this function now created. So if I go, let's click on this routines, and now we can see that reverse of a string value. So don't worry about that error. Now the concept is function has been created. If I click on this edit, and one more thing, now look at here type that this is a stored procedure and this is a function. Now this, and also additionally, we can see that the return type of these functions like number square will return the integer value, and the reverse of a string value will return a string value. Now let's click on this execute button. So we can see that here we have to pass a value. So for example, if I pass welcome, remember it will return finally will be the reverse of this string value. Click on this go button, and now we can see that automatically the function what we had created, this is now returning the reverse of that value. Now it's really amazing that by the help of this video topic, now we have one more amazing concept of MySQL, that is how to create custom MySQL function. So friends, I hope that almost about each and everything about this course now we have successfully completed inside this MySQL Stored Procedure. So for this amazing video, please give us a thumbs up to like this video, subscribe to this channel. Now let's meet to our next amazing course. So for this session guys, thank you for watching and have a great day.